Hi there. Later, Baby It's Cold Outside, the lesbian version. First though, we knew it was coming, but awarding anti-queer Saudi Arabia the 2034 World Cup still feels like getting a signed photo of J.K. Rowling for Christmas. You can be executed in the country for gay sex, with hateful laws and discrimination aplenty. Plus, don't forget there've been these efforts to stop the promotion of homosexuality.
Last year, the Saudi government banned all rainbow toys, rainbow clothing, hair clips, you name it. I grew up in the East End of Glasgow. I did not see any rainbows. I seen no LGBTQ plus people, and I knew I was gay at 13.
Xander Murray, Scotland's first out gay male pro footballer, speaking to Sky News. Saudi was the only bidder for the tournament. A number of human rights groups, including Amnesty International, have criticised the decision. A third high court in Japan's ruled the country's ban on same-sex marriage is unconstitutional. Friday's decision in Fukuoka makes it 8 out of 9 successful legal challenges. A judge said the constitution's right to the pursuit of happiness is being violated, or heaps more pressure on the government to act. And we'll finish with a lesbian version of Baby It's Cold Outside, because why wouldn't we? A little snatch of TikTokers Ruby and Katrina sending up some stereotypes.
I wish I knew how the cat is my child to break the spell. Here, take my sweater. You'll love the smell. Should we soft launch tomorrow? You got some boxers I could borrow. Wait, I never asked for your stuff. In Aries, I'm impulsive but kind. Yeah, you should just stay. Have you seen my flannel? 'Cause baby, it's cold.
Woxers are women's boxer shorts, which of course you knew. They also touch on lesbians moving in together after only just meeting. Hi there. Later, a second season of The Boyfriend. First though, were you aware that pizza can turn children queer? It was being served at a school's LGBTQ plus support group in Ellensburg in Washington state, but a council member said the pizza was used to lure kids into being gay or trans and had the food's funding removed. Steve Verhey was beaten to a council position by the bigot in question.
Ellensburg does not need a homophobic evangelical Christian on the city council. But that is an accurate description of why I ran, and we see what happened. I mean, this is precisely the sort of thing that I was concerned about.
Thanks to KIMA Action News, an online appeals raised the $1,400 taken away. And an extra $5,000. The World's Darts Championship has its first transgender player today. Noah Lynn van Leeuwen will take on Kevin Dowitz at Alexandra Palace in London. Previously, female competitors have tried to have her removed from tournaments because she's trans. The 28-year-old reckons it's only been an issue for them since she started winning. And Japan's first ever gay dating show's getting a second season. The Boyfriend features a group of men sharing a beach house for a month and forming connections. It's been a big hit, with Netflix saying there'll be new episodes soon. And as we mentioned on Friday, there's just been an 8th court ruling in Japan calling the ban on same-sex marriage there unconstitutional. Hi there. Later, hunting for the king of drag. First though, 50 years in prison for a man in Kenya who murdered LGBTQ plus activist Edwin Kiprotich Kiptoo. The mutilated body of the 25-year-old, also known as Edwin Chiloba, was found in a metal box by a road in Eldoret 2 years ago. Jacktone Odiambo, who's also 25, was his housemate. Police think the pair have been in a relationship. Gaudentia Tanui is Edwin's cousin and says the family's satisfied with the sentence.
50 years, although it will not bring back our brother from the grave, he is gone, but it's not that bad. It's fair.
Edwin was a fashion designer and well known for his work to fight discrimination. And A non-binary person in Japan is applying to change how they're recorded on the country's family register. It's someone in their 50s in Kyoto who's listed as a firstborn daughter. They filed a court petition to replace that with something more gender neutral, like second child. Japan's family registration laws meant to record a person's relationship with their parents, but doesn't actually mention logging their gender. And the first ever Drag King reality show competition is coming next spring. 6 episodes of King of Drag will drop on the LGBTQ+ platform Reverie. It's going to be hosted by top drag performer Murray Hill, who you might know from the excellent queer comedy drama Somebody Somewhere. Hi there. Later, the queer horror film that's big down under. First though, transgender social media star Dylan Mulvaney's among the LGBTQ+ celebs launching virtual book clubs to help fight anti-queer censorship. The money raised from subscriptions will go to the Rainbow Book Bus charity. This distributes titles banned because of LGBTQ+ content across America. Dylan's club will focus on pop culture, empowerment and creativity. There's a wee bit more from the lady herself.
All the picks will be an extension of me and what I'm craving in my life that month. Our first book for January is, booby drumroll, The Age of Magical Overthinking by Amanda Montell. Because it's January, I wanted light self-help meets new ideas. I'm an idea girl. I'm obsessed with contextualizing why I am the way I am.
Gay Olympian Gus Kenworthy's also on board. His book club's going to concentrate on art, fashion and design. A transgender storyline's being cut from a new Pixar animation. Win or Lose, which drops on Disney Plus in February, is about a school softball team. References to a trans teenage girl's gender identity are being removed, and she'll now be cisgender. Disney says many parents would rather discuss this kind of thing with their children on their own terms. And an LGBTQ+ horror film's up for a top award in Australia. Die Bully Die sees a boy picked on for being gay at high school have dinner years later with his bully, who's since come out himself. But the victim's repressed trauma manifests itself in horrific but darkly funny ways. It's got a Best Short Film nomination at the AACTA Awards. Hi there. Later, Squid Game's creator on its trans controversy. First though, a man's admitted planning the mass murder of gay people. Mac Davis from Michigan in America stockpiled, amongst other things, guns, knives, bomb-making parts and a crossbow. The 22-year-old was going to target a political party headquarters and a bar he associated with gay people. Ken Delanian from NBC's got more on this.
The FBI discovered he had been researching mass killers online and on social media sites and was paying tribute to them. That's according to court documents, which say he also wrote journal entries about dozens of mass killers. Prosecutors say he intended to commit mass shootings at 2 locations because of what they called his fanatical hatred for gay people.
Davis has been convicted of a hate crime and faces life in prison. 2 legal challenges to proposed anti-queer legislation in Ghana have been unanimously dismissed by the country's Supreme Court. Just identifying as LGBTQ+ will mean up to 3 years in prison if the president signs this off. There's been condemnation from the UN, with warnings billions of pounds of financial support for Ghana, where there's an economic crisis, could be withdrawn. And the creator of Squid Game's been addressing the casting of a cisgender male actor to play a transgender woman. Season 2 features Hyunju, who's trying to fund her gender-affirming surgeries. Creator and director Hwang Dong-hyuk says in South Korea, where the Netflix show's made, there are hardly any out trans actors because the queer community there is marginalised and neglected. We're also on your smart speaker. Wish it a happy Christmas and then ask it to play the latest Pride Daily. I'm Kev McGrath. See you Monday.